Today on POV, we have the newest edition of one of my favorite pistols on the market today, the Lago Alien Remus. So this sweet little thing is kind of what Lago considers to be their EDC line. So in this video, we're going to put this thing to the test and find out if it's good enough that I would consider switching my current EDC for this. But before we get into that, let's talk about what the hell we're even looking at. Now, for those of you that are seeing this for the first time, it's probably looking a little bit confusing, but I would say this is one of the most innovative firearms of our generation.
I've been called the songbird of my generation.
Sounds like Fergie and Jesus. So this is a piston operated pistol that fires from a hammer that's upside downsies. For this little rail piece right here that you can exchange for the optics ready version of the rail, the whole system is just kind of cool. It's a little bit overcomplicated, but for good reason. As you may have noticed, it is definitely unlike any other pistol that utilizes the entire slide to cycle. Jesus Christ. The Alien only uses this small portion right here, significantly reducing the slide mass, resulting in less recoil. Not only do you have the weight reduction to reduce your recoil, as you can also see, the barrel is in the bottom of the frame, making your felt recoil come about straight back into your wrist and lowering the muzzle rise. So what sets the Remus apart is pretty damn innovative, if I'm telling the truth. I think anybody's complaint that has shot an Alien so far is that it's hard to rack. So they did kind of fix that issue a little bit with this version right here, where you could take the optic and then you can run your slide and you didn't have to pinch up here or pinch back here, because it's a little bit difficult to do, especially when this thing gets hot and you don't want to be pinching up here. And this being a gas operated pistol, it certainly gets pretty damn hot. So Lago's solution was to make the red dot reciprocate with the slide. That way you could grab your red dot and run the slide. The only issue with that, the thing that was the coolest about the Alien, is that your red dot stays in one spot as you're firing the gun. Like, that was one of the main points that made everybody want this thing. So they mixed them two together. Now you kind of got the best of both worlds. If you want to run your red dot to rack your slide, you can do that, but as you're shooting, your red dot stays in the same spot. I think that's cool as hell. And to be able to do that, there's a little button on top. All you do is hit that with your finger, and then you can rack your slide. You can obviously do it this way. I don't know how fast or how convenient that's going to be, but I think it's a really cool feature. Again, Lago just really innovative with these pistols. They also added a little slide safety right here. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. I'm not a big safety guy unless it's on a 2011, but we're going to run some drills with and without the safety, see if it's even something that anybody would consider. It's not like big and in your way. I feel like if you don't want to use it, it's not going to accidentally flip on or anything. But regardless, it kind of looks cool. I like the gold accents of this thing. I like the marble grip. This thing is a sweet looking gun. I'm talking too much. Let's go shoot it. So I'm going to shoot this thing right into the dirt so you guys can see the recoil impulse of this thing and just kind of watch it cycle. I love the recoil impulse of an Alien. Like, there's nothing that feels like this. Maybe on a higher level like that Rhino 357, because the barrel is at the bottom, so you're getting that straight back into your wrist recoil and not a lot of muzzle flip. So again, when your gun runs dry, you have the option to FUD sling it down here, burn the shit out of your fingers up here, or now with this new button, you can push that and run your optic. Another feature I really enjoy with the Alien is that when you got a full mag, typically you gotta like struggle and slap it in. Now with the Alien, full mag just goes right in. I wonder if the safety works. Huh, cool, sweet feature. Even with one hand, like I can track my red dot the whole time. It just like comes back into my shoulder. Feels crazy. I'm gonna go through a lot of ammo with this thing. You know, that's something we haven't talked about yet. This being a hammer-fired gun, this is insanely good. Like, you instantly hit a wall, you got a good break, and a nice reset. You know, it's got that sweet feature on there, and I keep grabbing the front of the slide. It doesn't matter what pistol it is. That's typically how I rack the guns. Here in about 2 mags, though, I'm gonna really regret that. It's gonna burn the shit out of me. Look at that. It is a little bit hard to use the optic on the very first round of the mag. Like, this is gonna be the second. Quite a bit easier. That is 3 mags, and this thing still does get very hot, just like all the other aliens did. Like the metal frame really warms up, but on a day like today, I gotta say it's very pleasant. It's kind of like a little hand warmer, but definitely middle of the summer when this thing gets to heating up like that, 4, 5 mags, it's about hard to hold on to. But right now, very, very good. Very nice. These from a kitty? Is it a tiger? About 4.5 pounds, mate.
That's one fucking nice kitty right there.
So just thinking of something that may be a concern. So since this red dot moves, to be able to cycle the slide, there's a little bit of movement in there. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear this. So my concern is whatever my zero is currently, if I run this red dot a whole bunch, is that gonna mess with my zero? So I wanted to find out. We got a state-of-the-art target sitting down there. I'm gonna do 1 group right now, and then I'm gonna run the shit out of this red dot, see if my zero's still there. 3 coffees, 3 Red Bulls in. I'm doing great. This group is gonna be phenomenal.
Good.
Ready?
Yep.
I threw 1, but that was completely me. 5 shots right there.
Okay.
That's where I'm gonna aim next. Literally made 0 difference. All right, from concealment with a sweatshirt, purple hands and all. Hit me. I'm just going 1 round on target.
Stand by. 8-6. 6-8.
That's pretty good.
Stand by. 0.81.
Nice. Bill drill?
Billy. Stand by.
Preemptively, I can't count. I know.
177.
I was not ready.
That's pretty good.
All right, we'll try a prepared bill drill this time. Go ahead.
Stand by. 158.
I'll take it. Hit the timer.
Stand by. 6-8.
Now I want to try to do the concealment thing with this safety flipped on. I'm going to see how much longer it's going to take me to get 1 round on the target. I got to break my grip to grab that.
Okay, just flick it.
Not with my little fucking chode thumbs. All right, we'll try.
Ready?
Yep.
Stand by. 114.
Yeah, that's like a whole nother motion because I got to break my grip to flip it and then pull the shot. Try for another one.
Ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
Safeties only belong on 2011s. Anything else, no safety needed. All right, I think we need to back up and test the accuracy at a distance because I think that's one of my favorite parts about an alien is they are so damn accurate. I don't know, we were shooting at like 200 yards with the last one, the black and gold edition, like with ease, 98% accuracy. Like these things are insane. But as we're passing by, I figured I'd show you the things that come in this sweet little case here. So in this sweet little Pelican case here, open this thing up. I don't know if this is a Pelican. I probably just made that up. I just kind of assumed. You obviously got your pistol here and the little foam cutouts. And then right here, you got all your optic plates. Like if you wanted your acro on top of here, your RMR, your hollow sun stuff. So you got a decent amount of options for the optics that you want to run on this thing. You got 3 different plates here. Then over here, if you want to run your iron sights, this is all you got to do is pop off this little top piece and put it on right now. For pepper box, if you guys want to see that, I'll go ahead and switch that over right quick, but YouTube will. They don't take kindly to you doing anything to a gun, honestly. That's your iron sight version right there. Sorry, YouTube. Go over to pepper box if you wanted to see that little 4-second flip. I kind of want to shoot this with irons though. Now with the iron sight, like the bore axis of this is just so damn low. What is that? Dick and a half?
Yeah.
That's pretty low to your head. The only problem with iron sights kind of gets rid of that whole third option of racking this thing. Super good iron sights. Get a little nice picture there. You got an adjustable rear with a fiber optic front. And the fiber optic like sits down in this little groove here, so kind of reduce the risk of knocking that out. I've done that quite a few damn times, like knocking out the front fiber, reholstering or pulling it out of a holster. That's why we run Tag Precision sights. Then when you're done being a Neanderthal with your iron sights. But anyways, in this little box, you got another set of grips, which are super easy to pop off. If you don't like the sweet marble grips, they got something a little more grippy grips. You get your CLP, your lube, comes with a holster, a little bag of spare parts, a bigger magwell if you're gonna compete with it, different back straps, you can make it smaller, bigger, you know, all of that fun stuff. What every man wishes they could do. Some tools over here. Yeah, just a sweet little pack. It's accurate, a 50. I'd say 50 is pretty good, huh? Boop, boop, boop. This thing fucking shoots itself. Lucky. I still got it.
Give me one.
Give me a string of 3.
3 big ones.
In what order?
Middle, left, right.
Good.
Yep.
All right, so is it my new EDC? No. I don't think anything at all is ever going to replace that UL comp from Bull Armory that I carry. It's just undefeated. That is like probably my fastest draw time on anything. It's just me and that gun just go together. I can't do it. But I'm not saying this isn't a bad option. I would definitely carry this if the Bull Armory UL comp didn't exist. This would be a damn close option. It is a very good gun. It's very fast. I don't like the thought of carrying a steel frame. I like poly guns. I like the weight reduction. I'm a pretty small dude. I don't think something with that big of a handle, it just doesn't fit me well. But whoever gets this is going to be really fucking happy. It is a very good gun. It is a very fast gun. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't go shoot a competition with it. I think it's going to be more suitable in that aspect, you know, instead of, you know, carrying it. So pros and cons are going to be that obviously it's one of the most innovative pistol of our generation, as I already stated. It is fucking cool. Props to Laco. It is just a really cool design, and they keep one-upping themselves. Like the optics thing is just super cool. These are awesome guns. The trigger is great. The recoil impulse is great. You know, everything it comes with is awesome. You get 18 round mags. I'm really glad that you changed the angle of this. It's no longer the Glock angle. I get more of a 1911, 2011 point with it, and I absolutely love that. There's not many downfalls. I would say the only thing that's halfway bad is about 4 or 5 mags in. It gets really fucking hot, which is to be expected as a gas-operated pistol. But like I already said, it is very cold out here right now, so right now that is a pro instead of a con. Middle of summer, that's the con. That's the only drawback. That and the price. Obviously, 60 is a little bit fucking crazy, and the fact that they only do them in like 500 increments also kind of bugs me a little bit. But people like that stuff. They want to be able to own one of them 500, and I'm kind of the same way. Like if a company that I already like drops a one-off where they're only doing 500 or something, I probably want to be a part of that. I think these things are sweet. They're very modular. No matter how you are as a shooter, this thing can fit you if you make it fit you. And they have everything in the box. Like everything is ready to go. I think these things are incredibly good. Now, I am not a giant fan of this $1 price point, but you get what you pay for. Like everybody will have the argument, like, why would you want to carry a gun if you got to use it in a self-defense scenario and get it seized by the police? Well, typically if you're able to spend $6 on a gun and EDC it, you're gonna be fine. You just go out and spend $5 on a Glock and it'll be fine for the next 2-3 months until you get your guns back from the police. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think that's a weird argument. Like, what's your life worth? You know what I mean? If it takes me $6,200 to have a better tool than the bad guy, it is what it is. I want the edge. Like, I want that better tool that's going to perform better than the Glock 19 or the Taurus G2 that the bad guy is carrying. To be honest, it's probably a Taurus.
CCY.
I don't know. There's all sorts of points that could be made for carrying expensive or cheap guns, and I'm sure you guys will express all your feelings and comments down below. So go ahead and do that, because I like reading them. It's pretty interesting. I like to see your guys' view on stuff like that. But like I said, one of you guys is going to get this, so if you're interested in entering that, go hit the link in the description. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I never answered the question.
What was the question?
Is it worth $60?
Is it?
To me, yes. To you?
No.
No? That's also a point that nobody really talks about, right? Like, if I'm a brand new shooter, I'm not going to be able to outperform a Glock. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, the $5 is going to be more than I'm going to be able to do. Now, if you go and spend $10 on training, eventually you're going to be able to outperform your Glock, and then something like this, you're going to need room to grow. Like, I don't think anybody's outperforming this.
We've answered this question before, though. I will tell you right now, if you spend $4 on a Glock, we'll even call it 1,000 because you're going to put a red dot on it, and then $4 on ammo, you're going to be way more proficient with that Glock.
It depends on who you are as a shooter. Obviously, if you can afford it, like the boozy shit, or just want to be able to outperform your current guns, absolutely worth the money.